Paul Marobella.
Hey man, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, Pri.
Turning the tables on you this time. We did our video podcast last year where you interviewed me after last year's Kellogg Summit, which was your first, and this is now your second in a row, hopefully the second of many to come. Talk to us a little bit about, for our audience here, key highlights or takeaways from the session.
The first one is being with the people in the room. You know it's going to be a high quality, high caliber, folks, from you, the faculty, people at McKinsey, but even the people at our tables that we're meeting on a day-to-day basis, right? Twitter, former Walgreens CMO, I got Coca-Cola company with me. So you never know who you're going to meet when you come here. But I think having the type of content that we're having is so forward-thinking, so innovative. And when you bring the curriculum part into it and start to see at this amazing institution how we're thinking about the cutting edge of marketing.
It's awesome. I think it's interesting. You talk a little bit about another topic we've chatted about, which is connection, right? How do you bring the connectivity, if you will?
One thing we've learned, 30 plus years in this business is nothing is permanent, right? Nothing lasts forever, and your network truly is your wealth. That's the part of why we make the time to do things like this and make those connections. You never know where that's going to lead you. I think I could probably look back on my career and think the connections that I've made, were not intentional and had the biggest impact on my life. Or I've found mentors in that process or people that I've learned from along the way. And I think just having a level of curiosity, keeping that beginner mindset is something that's critical.
How do you bring your authentic self into work in a world that's, again, more hybrid, more AI anchored, if you will?
Is this idea of being a modern elder. And to me, that's about being curious, about bringing context to any situation that you might be in at the moment, right? So I think the idea of just thinking back on my career when digital marketing started to disrupt advertising, and I'm old enough to have been a part of that turn, and then when search disrupted how we are productive and not productive, and should we be using search in academic institutions? Should we have it as part of what we're doing on a day-to-day basis? And now I think about AI as the next disruptive piece that we can't really move on. For me, the humanity piece is really not moving away from the foundational core of business and business strategy, marketing and marketing strategy. Consumer is always going to be the consumer, no matter what type of technology we try to layer on to connect with her. So that's the humanity piece, is really understanding the mechanics of how marketing and business work. I think over the last 100 years, certainly since David Aker wrote his books here, not a lot's changed. Only what's changed is the technology and how we apply and adapt that to connecting with the consumer and having her buy more of the product or service we're trying to sell. So that's how I try to bring humanity into the process of tech.
Excellent, Paul.
Yeah, good to see you. Likewise. Yeah, thanks for your time.